This episode is proudly supported by Westholme Australian Wagyu. Whether you're a chef or just love going to restaurants, you know the best ingredients are everything, especially when it comes to beef. Westholme, based in Queensland and the Northern Territory, Australia, is working with the land to create nature-led Australian Wagyu. They steward 16 million acres of rangeland, guided by the natural ecosystem where cattle graze and forage on native grasses for the first few years of their lives. The result is high-quality Wagyu beef that reflects the terroir of Northern Australia. Westholme believe that when nature leads, flavour follows. Learn more at westholme.com.
You gotta have a passion. Every single job you gotta have a passion. That's why. And that's the way you last for a long time. Otherwise, if you don't have any passion, forget about it. Forget about this job. This job is very hard, not easy.
This is the Deep in the Weeds podcast. I'm Anthony Huckstep. There have been many good and bad economic times over the last 40 years, many food trends come and go, and new directions and cuisines emerging. How do you run a family business over many decades and stay true to your offering as the world around constantly changes? Danilo Tozzi is the owner of Caffe Roma in Sydney's Potts Point. Danilo, how are you?
Good, and you? How are you?
I'm good. It's good to get you on the show. You have had a family restaurant for decades now. It's such an institution in Sydney. How are things at the moment?
Look, it's up and down. We had, we went through the COVID. We went through the lockout. The lockout, 130 lockout. So it was a bit hard, but after the COVID, we just opened up. It was very, very busy, and now it's getting a bit slower, a bit like before, because many restaurants open up, and I think because interest rates go up. People is struggling a little bit. You see, what happened is the lifestyle in Sydney is expensive, so it's hard. At the moment, it's very hard. But because we've been there for a long time, so we are like an institution. I don't want to say, we are like an institution, and we just keep going. We just keep it with the hard work, and we just keep it going.
Do you have to change or do anything to adapt to sort of tough times like at the moment?
You have to cut the staff. You have to cut, you work more. I work more hours. Like maybe you send someone home and you work a little bit harder yourself. That's the best way to do it. Dealing with that,
Caffe Roma is in Potts Point and just on the cusp of King's Cross as well. What are things like in that sort of...
Okay, look, I'll tell you something. King's Cross has never been King's Cross, okay? King's Cross is only the train station, remember that, okay? Now, King's Cross is only the train station. We are in Potts Point, there is Potts Point, there is Elizabeth Bay, there is Rascadas Bay, there is Darlinghurst. King's Cross has never been King's Cross, King's Cross has always been the train station, so...
What's the area like at the moment, and how much have you seen it change over the years?
It changed a lot. When I came to Australia, 1987, the first time I came in Australia, okay? Because my brother, they were already here. And to be honest with you, I was impressed how behind was the restaurant business. All this kind of, we didn't have any olive oil extra virgin. We didn't have any buffalo mozzarella. So we didn't have any good coffee. We didn't have anything like that, okay? So we just what we did in this country, what we did in Sydney, which is now, I think it's better than Europe, to be honest with you, It's better than Europe. With the food, with everything. But you gotta understand that it's been really a lot of changing. It's been really a lot of changing in a good way. But it's how can you say? It's a little bit. it's be better, but there is lots of competition, more competition than before, and he has to adapt that. He must work hard, and that's it. Simple as that.
Caffe Roma has been going 38 years. Tell us a little bit about the business and what you guys do there.
Okay. Caffe Roma has been there for 38 years, correct? Yeah. And, we went through lots of up and down, And when you're going up, you got to make sure that you got to save your money. You got to save it. You can't go. You can't go on and on thinking about it. It's always gold. What is always gold. You know what I mean? You got to understand. You got to understand that sometimes you have to, for the rainy days. When you're training, you got to be prepared. You got to be prepared, and we went for lots of up and down. As long you do the right things, your customer coming back. But to have a customer back, you got to have the right personality in a job. I'm not like the other restaurateurs that I'm talking to the people, I welcome the people, I check out the food, I'm going to the shopping, I do everything for the restaurant, And I think, to be honest, it's really silly to open up other restaurant when you got a good one good one, a constant in only one, and you keep going like this, because if you open up another restaurant, and then one crowd goes, you split it up, you split up the crowd from one crowd to the other crowd. And that is not the way to do it, You concentrate in one business, you do whatever is the best thing to do for the business, for yourself, for anyone. Anyway, that's the secret of to be 38 years.
Tell us a bit about the experience of dining at Caffe Roma. What's some of the sort of signature dishes, and what's the experience like?
Okay, we got everything. We got from the salads, the pizza. We make a lot of beautiful pizzas. The homemade ravioli. We got the fresh seafood every day, daily. I'm going to the fish market to get the food. I'm going to the fishermen's. I got a lot of friends of mine. They are fishermen, so I go get actually I'm going to the boat to get the fish. The calamari, the octopus, the prawns. Especially I'm going because I got a lot of friends as a fisherman. They are in charge of the fish market, okay? But I don't know if I should say that because I don't know if they can. If I can say, then they sell the fish because they're not allowed to anyway. Anyway, so and the secret is to have always the right fresh food. Don't buy too much. Buy just a little bit daily. So you can turn over the food properly.
Is there a dish or two that's been on the menu for a long time that you can tell us about?
Oh, yeah. When we open up, there is the tortellini, boscaiola is always been there. The gnocchi al pesto is always been there. And the spaghetti alla marinara, they always been there from day one when we opened up 1986. And what else? And I think this is it. That's it. This is it. But and then we change it. We put the pizza. We put the steaks. The seafood, the prawns, the scampi. We got everything now.
You mentioned that you came to Australia in the late 1980s. Take us back to when you were young. Whereabouts did you grow up, and what sort of role did food play for you?
Okay, look, I'm very lucky. I've been very lucky because what happened is I lived in Italy, in Alassio, which is a small town, tourist town, okay? Beautiful place in a Riviera, Italian Riviera, okay? Which is between Genoa and Monte Carlo, okay? And I lived there as a tourist place, I used to live in between two hotels. And so and then I did a hotel catering school because I was, I want to be prepared for to be a chef, but I did hotel catering school. I did a front desk, cioè working as hotel management. Okay, because you know why? Because I want to learn the language. Okay, in fact, in our place, in our hometown, little hometown, we speak Germany. We speak German, English, and French. Okay, that's why the reason why I choose to learn the language. Is to study in hotel catering school for learn the language, basically for learn the language. And yeah, and so I grew up in between two hotels. Okay, and then I had two hotels, and I used to go and check it out over the chef. My passion was the cooking. The cooking, well, I used to love cooking. Even when I was a kid, I used to love cooking. And I used to like taste the food, you know. Sometimes I used to go down the kitchen in the hotel, and always, you know, they always used to be feed me. And I still got the taste of the food, which is, not many people have got my taste of the food, to be honest with you. Because I born and grew up in this kind of environment. So that's the reason why I am what I am. You know, came in Australia with nothing, really nothing, and stay for 38 years on a game. Not really easy, but I made it. So, and my dream is down. My dream is down.
Take us back to when you were young and in the family. Is there any sort of dishes from when you were young or feasts of the town or the region that you can share with us?
The gnocchi pesto, the pesto, where the region is the pesto, you know, the pesto with the basil, with the basil, pine nuts, olive oil extra virgin, you know, and half pecorino cheese, half parmigiano, garlic. So this is the way, you know, the pesto is our dish, you know. And yeah, and then we got all different type of we got the gnocchi porcini mushroom with truffle, you know, we got all these different dishes, but and the tomato sauce. My mother was making me the best tomato sauce, you know, and that's why, you know, it's unbeatable.
What led to the decision to move to Australia?
Okay, the decision to come in Australia is, to be honest with you, I didn't like Australia to come. So I came here for 6 months, and I had the working, no, not working. I couldn't even work. I had a holiday visa because my brother, they were already here. So I had two brothers, they were already here. Three brothers were already here working. And I came here because, you know, to try the lifestyle. But to be honest with you, when I came here the first time, I didn't like much. I didn't only for 6 months. Okay. But then the nightlife was unbelievable. You know, I admit that we had the best nightlife in the world at the time. Okay, so and then you know, we just opened up this restaurant, this Caffe Roma in 1986, and you know, when we opened up, we just straight away work very hard in the night time, because we were operating from 6 o'clock in the afternoon till 6 o'clock in the morning. Okay. Yeah, and we did for about till Locke really changed our lifestyle, and you know, very hard, not really easy to go, because I used to be a lifeguard in a beach in Italy.
Wow.
And we used to teach. We used to be windsurfing teachers. We used to teach windsurfing. That's the reason why I came to Australia, you know, because we used to like the water, but not because I came here for holiday, just to because my brother, they were already here, and I came here only for 6 months, and they come back, go back to Italy, work, and did this kind of lifestyle for about 10 years, you know, 10 years, and then I used to, and then I just got married and that's it. I finished it all finished the dream of 6 months here, 6 months there. But the reason why I came here because I had my brother, see, and then it was fun. It was fun. I was 19 years old when I came here, so it's a little bit. It's a little bit for a 19 years old kid, coming from where I'm coming from, a little town, but my little town in Alassio, which is in Liguria, was really a classy place, like Portofino, like all different places like this. Very classy, very nice custom, nice clientele. Where the Italian they like dressing up well. It was a little bit like it wasn't like in Italy. It wasn't like in Italy at all. And I was really impressed because they far out. We got all these people, 3 million people, 3 million people was that time. And it was really behind. Australia really, with everything was really behind, was really behind. Anyway, and then slowly we just adapted, and now we got better than Italy, I think.
38 years is extraordinary for any restaurant on the planet. That's such a long period of time. What's some of the secrets to longevity of maintaining the same establishment?
Okay, this job that we're doing is not really easy. Okay, it's very. You got to have the charisma. You got to have the personality, especially where I'm working across. No, when he got lots of characters, different characters, and he got the the gangster, he got the criminal, he got the lawyers, he got the beautiful people, you got the judge, you got the models, you got the actors, the musicians. He got everything. In fact, I think I was doing one while I was doing it was for the period of the COVID. Okay, we had to open up only for and I was writing down, all the people, all the celebrities we had, It was we had the David Bowie, we had the Keith Richards from the Rolling Stones, we had the Bono Vox too, we had the Ed Sheeran, we had the Steven Spielberg, we had the Oliver Stone, all these people they came to me, all this big. I don't think in Sydney there is no place in Sydney like us.
Do you operate differently when you have such well-known people in the building? Do you have to treat the spaces differently?
Look, I tell you something. When I give you the example of Keith Richards. Keith Richards, the Rolling Stones, right? He was a bit older man, and who brought me Keith Richards was this. I used to be a friend of mine with this friend of mine used to work for Frontier Touring, okay, and he brought his manager there, and he liked the food, and then he brought his wife, which was a Swedish top model. Used to be a Swedish top model, this lady, and he loved the restaurant. Said, I'm going to bring here Keith Rich. I'm going to bring here Keith one night. In fact, she loved the environment, the energy about the restaurant, the feed out about the restaurant, and it's okay, no problem. And it was on Saturday morning, the bodyguard called me. He said, Danilo, I'm the he mentioned his name, and he said, okay, I'll meet you at 3 o'clock in the afternoon in a restaurant because I want to bring a Keith here. Okay, no problem. So what I did, I met him at 3 o'clock, and I say, if you go back exit, yes, we go back exit. Where's the toilets? The toilets are there. I show the toilets. I show the room where he could sit down. And he said, okay. He said, we're coming from the back, from the kitchen. We come from the kitchen, and then he sitting down here with us, And he had about 3 or 4 bodyguards from England. Yeah, free footballer from England. Nice guys, eh? But, and so you say, this is the space. Okay, perfect. And so you make sure when they coming, when we come through the back, no problem. So what happened is he came in from the back and he just walked, he stepped down from the car. And then his wife said, come, Keith, come, I'll show you this place. And he walked from the kitchen all the way down to the front of the restaurant. But people started a little bit aside. I didn't say anything to anyone to say, but people started getting a little bit, oh, this Keith, Richard, my God. But me, I give, there was a guy, I remember, was a guitar player for Italian guitar player. He played around in a city. When he saw him, you could see his eyes. I give him the look. I say, don't give me this. Just take it easy. Just give me. Just give me the. I just give him back the look. I say, easy. No big deal. Just keep eating, and that's it. And and they walked all the way from the back all the way to the front. Okay. And and he loved the place. Far out, how good is this place? He said. And then they walked back, and he had. I think the night he had a steak. He had a Fiorentina steak. He had a Fiorentina steak.
You must have so many fond memories over 38 years. Is there any sort of stories that stand out over that period of time that really sort of epitomise the restaurant and what you do?
Okay, I give it an example. Niki Lauda, the Formula One driver.
Yeah,
he used to come in every week, with his crew. Okay, and one night we were so busy, right? And, and what happened is Niki Lauda called. Okay, it was the first time he came in. Okay, and. Because yes, do you remember the Lauda hair? It was Lauda hair.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
He's from Austria, okay, and from Vienna. He used to come from Vienna. This guy, this crew, okay, and I think he flew about one flight or two flights every week from Sydney to Bangkok, Vienna. Anyway, what happened is he called, and my brother took the phone call and say. He say, hi, I'm Niki Lauda, yeah. My friend say, fuck you. He say, fuck off. Don't tell me this bullshit. And he hang up straight away. Okay? And then Niki Lauda turned up. He turned up on the door. He said to me, who was that? I called and somebody was very rude on the phone.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. So he remember say, fuck. You remember say, fuck off. Don't take this shit. And then he came up on the rest. Another story would be Marco Lachis. Marco Lachis, he came up one night. I didn't know who was this guy, 87, I heard it was in Inex, okay? Inex was the time, was the beginning of the popularity, okay? And Michael Lachis, this guy came up, right? And he came up with this beautiful, was a dark-haired girl, beautiful-looking girl, He came up, this guy had these glasses, strange glasses on, okay? And I say, he came up, he sat down right in the middle, outside, in the middle of the restaurant. He said to me, can I have 2 Bloody Mary and 1 Benzo extra mild? Because we had a cigarette machine in the back, okay? And when he put the money in there, he put the money on the table, I say, hey, the cigarette machine is in the back. I don't know, just go and get it, Okay. No problem. I didn't know he was Marco Lachis, but I recognized him the way he was walking, man. The way he was walking, stand up, he was walking the way, the way like he's on the stage, with the long bar, the long legs. I walk up, I didn't recognize him. And say, oh, fuck, who is this guy? I remember this guy. I've seen somewhere. Yeah, he's a Michael Hutchison because it was the Aussie guy. He was one of my waiters. I was like, yeah, it's him, Danilo. Don't worry, it's him. I basically said to him, go and get your freaking cigarette and And he said, cool. He said to me, cool. No problem, cool. Yeah.
You're renowned as being one of the true old school front of house professionals. What's the secret to great hospitality? What do you do and what do you tell your team?
Okay, you gotta have a personality, yeah. I got a lot of people now, they want, they're young, because I don't want to employ any. See, you wanted people to work for you. I got all these boys for me, working for me, the head chefs for 15 years, okay? And you got to respect that. You can't, they got to do what I always say to do, They got to have the right, I give you the right print to their business, okay? The right print. I give you the right print to their business. They say, okay, listen, we got to work here. He says, no, Makara. And we have to work, and we are here for enjoy. But see, this kind of thing, you got to have the right personality to this job. And you must love it. You got to have a passion. Every single job, you got to have a passion. That's why, that's why you keep going, and you got to have the right passion for your job, and that's the way you last for a long time. If you don't have any passion, forget about it. Forget about this job. This job is very hard, not easy. I get up in the morning, I go every morning I'm going for a swim, okay? I do my swimming every morning, and then I do my coffee in the beach, having coffee. And then I'm going to 3 times a week. I do my exercise. I'm doing boxing 3 times a week. And and then I go to the fish market, I go to the butcher, I go to the fruit and veggies, I do all this job for myself, for the restaurant. Because I want to check it out. What's in the food industry, you have to have the right way, the right knowledge about your food, what you're selling, what you serve to the people, And you got to be always confident. If something not right, you don't give it to the customer. That's my opinion, That's my goal, okay? My secret, Always to be on top of the situation, always. Yeah.
38 years is amazing. You've got children. Do you see them taking over the business one day?
My children, they want to do something. They think my children, they don't like working with me because I'm very full on. Like I'm very how do you say the right word? Hey, Julie, my wife said I'm very. No. I'm very strong, when I do something, I do it in a strong way, not in a easy way. Everything I do in my life, I did it always in a difficult way, because that's when you handle the way when it's easy. No stress, no success.
Well, you've had an incredible influence on Sydney diners and diners from around the world. What do you love about what you do?
I love people. I love the people. I love my food. I like my style. I love my lifestyle. I love the people. I love the. But sometimes with the customer, you gotta understand something. Okay, for me, the customer is always right. Okay, I always try to be right. I always try to be polite, but not polite. Not polite because he has to be polite. Because you gotta have respect for everyone. In your life, I understand you gotta have respect for everyone. And then it's up to them. Not many people. Some people they don't like me because the way I am. The way I'm very straightforward. And if there is a problem, I always try to go from the bottom of the problem and to fix it up, But the customers sometimes they can be difficult, They can be difficult, but but I don't accept. Look, if they are difficult and they wanna create something good for me, it's good. But if you want to be a pain in the ass, no good. So I tell to go. Not. That's the way I am. Yeah.
Well, you've made the evenings of so many people over so many decades, Danilo. It's an honour to have you on Deep in the Weeds today. Please keep in touch and we'll catch up again soon.
Yeah. Do you like my interview?
Loved it.
My English is not a good, but
I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, do you like my English?
I think it's very good. It's far better than my Italian. This is the Deep in the Weeds podcast. I'm Anthony Huckstep. Stay tuned as we take a deep dive into the lives of the incredible people who ply their trade in the food and hospitality sector. Special thanks to executive producer Rob Locke for making this all happen. Follow us on Instagram at Deep in the Weeds Podcast or email us at podcast@deepintheweeds.com.au. Stay safe and be well.